Hello and welcome back to the Prog Hat channel. I'm Edward and I'm back with a video. This video I'm going to show some recent pickups, some budget things that I found with CDs and tapes or cassettes. Hopefully not a forgotten format, but I did hear about a year or two ago that cassettes were making a comeback, and been to a few shows locally where local bands were selling their music on cassettes. So they're still around, they still happen, there's still fans for them. I know my daughter is a fan of some of her favorite bands having cassettes, and she has some of their cassettes. You know, format is a format. It's doesn't matter. It's the music. We want to hear the music on whatever format we can find and that we enjoy. So, you know, I'm not one of those that say you have to have everything on vinyl. I'm more of the whatever's in my budget, whatever I can now either trade or find more of that I want. To others might be quantity or what quality, but with me it's sometimes it's quantity. I like a lot of types of music, so a lot of stuff I just pick up because I'm interested. I want to hear the music. You know, I even like world music. There's really cool, neat things about that music as well. And so let me begin here by showing some of the cassettes that I picked up. I picked up Rainbow Vinyl. Hopefully I said that right. I think it's much better to show these without the cases. Now this album came out, I got my notes to the side here, in 1986. It's a live album. It does have some B-sides. Great hard rock. So that was a nice little find. Next, I'm going to go with this one. Next was the Rolling Stone Still Live cassette, and it plays great. This came out in, let's see here, 1981, their tour of America, right before they were going to go and do an 82 tour in Europe. And I'm going to leave a link that I found a very neat interview with Mick Jagger from that period, 1981. So look in the description for that video link to go here. Mick talks about touring. But I really do like this live album. I do remember when it came out, I rushed out to buy it on vinyl. I'm a Stones fan. And I just like the way they cover some of their songs. And I really like the hard rocking, jazzy sounding of Going to a Go-Go. I mean, that's my interpretation of it. And I really like the fast pace of Shattered. And I love the beginning, Under My Thumb, and Let Me Go, and the real nice, loungy, blues sounding. Kind of sounds like that version of Time Is on My Side should have been on Tattoo You. That's just my thoughts about that, but that was a good find. If I find it on vinyl and CD, I'll probably most likely will pick that up. Next, I have an Alice Cooper find from 1980. Flush the Fashion. Now, I haven't heard this in a while, so I don't remember this album, but I am looking forward to listening to it. This album was came out in 1980, produced by Roy Thomas Baker, and I believe he also did some albums by The Cars. So yeah, this is going to be a really cool, exciting. I do remember the song Clones. I believe that was maybe a single. I don't remember. My next cassette find is David Byrne. I don't really know how to say this, but it's Reimomo. I really enjoyed this album. I believe this is his second album. And yeah, second album. It's very diverse. A lot of Latin musical styles, Puerto Rican, Colombia, Dominican Republic. But really, really good record here. I highly recommend this if you can find this, whatever format you enjoy to listen to David Byrne on. Which leads me now. This is not a find, but which leads me to an album that I was spinning here yesterday, and that is, sorry about the glare, folks, but I'm trying to make it. I didn't want to take it out of the plastic. Talking Heads. More. What is the album called? More Songs About Buildings and Food. This is, I don't know where to begin, but this to me is just a new wave, awesome album. This is one of the Rocktober. I like Rocktober month. The album sounds very good and incredible. I'm not sure who's all behind it, but this album is just, I didn't realize, I used to think that this was their first album, but it's really not. Their first album is Talking Heads 77, but this album right here, every song is really, really good, and I just love the way the album flows. My first time knowing about the Talking Heads is when I saw them on, what was the name of that show? American Bandstand. There we go. Dick Clark. And they had a hit single. It was in the top 20 with Take Me to the River. I love that song, which is a cover by Al Green. I really like their version of it. I love his vocal delivery. I love the music on here. It's very different. When I first heard the band, the Talking Heads, they really intrigued me. And I said, this band is on to something and doing something different. And they're influenced by a lot of things, and it comes out on a lot of those songs. So that's been here a recent spin for me there. Okay, let me move on to some of the CDs I picked up not yesterday, I forget when. But I picked up a couple of Robert Cray, who is a American blues guitarist, vocalist. I love Robert Cray and the Robert Cray Band. He won 5 Grammy Awards. This is their album, Sweet Potato Pie. I have a note here that this album came out in 1997. Another one from in the 90s, 1993, his album, Shame Plus a Sin. So glad to find these. I do enjoy the blues music of Robert Cray. Good finds. I follow him on Facebook. He apparently is still touring these days. Another find was this, and it says I have a UK pressing of it, which is pretty cool, but it's the music want to hear, and that is this Bee Gees, their greatest hits, their record, double disc. I believe I found this at a Goodwill. But it covers lots of their early stuff, but it even covers some of their later stuff like Guilty, Heartbreaker, Islands in the Stream, You Win Again, One. I like that song, One. Alone, This Is Where I Came In. That's a good song. But I wanted some more Bee Gees in my collection, and this is right now perfect. Because it's like, I don't know if it's in any, well, I guess it is in some way in chronological order. CD sounds great. And my last CD find, I'm a big fan of Keith Jarrett. This is one of those MCM recordings or album label that he recorded this on. This is Standards in Norway, 1989. But this is so good. He has Gary Peacock on bass, Jack DeJohnette on drums. Awesome lineup. ECM, I really do like the way they sound on CD, and I do like the way they sound on vinyl. Others say whatever they say about the label. And I say this, I enjoy it. And it's my money, and it's going to go to ECM. That's all I mean. But there's some really good standards that he does on here, like All of You, Old Folks, Dedicated to You. I hear a raspberry. Is that how you say it? How About You? Really great performance. I like the way these ECM CDs sound for these live shows. I mean, they sound really, really good in my opinion. What else can I say about that? Just that it came out in 1989. I didn't really do any in-depth research. It's still in my CD player, and I'm still listening to it. And I really, really do like it. Folks, I want to say thank you here for all the new subscribers. Appreciate y'all out there. Thank you from my heart. You help this channel, and I really do appreciate those who view the videos, who leaves a comment and hits the likes. If you like what I'm doing, please subscribe. And that's it for now. I may be back later on today for another video, but we'll see. Take care, everybody.